Hey guys, how's it going? It is Peter Day here. Welcome from Florida. My family and I are just taking a little 1 month trip to Florida. My brother Tyler actually came down here today, so you might be hearing from him over the next couple days from Florida as well. But I wanted to make this video on the topic of outsourcing. And outsourcing is something that I personally wish that I did significantly earlier on in business. I just realized that there's ways to build systems so that you can have trust in systems to where people aren't going to mess up something. Like, for example, I really wanted to have an accounting person that would be responsible for just paying people that needed to be paid, or keeping track of networks paying us. I basically wanted to stop having to kind of do the finances in terms of the payments myself, because I was just paying all these people. Like, I was paying contractors, I was paying media buyers, I was paying invoices, I was paying PayPal's, Payoneers. I was just paying all these things, and it took me so long to outsource that task because I just heard horror stories of basically people stealing. I heard multiple horror stories where someone hired an accountant and the accountant was caught kind of secretly sending little transfers to their account, and at scale, it was not really noticed until a long time after. And I actually heard multiple stories like this, so I was very kind of concerned about giving up that control and hiring someone for that task, because I was like, oh my goodness, like, what if every month they're siphoning off like $600 or $2,200, and what if it's being done through PayPal so it blends in with all of the other PayPal payments? And all these thoughts were going through my mind of how an accounting person could be stealing the money. And basically, what I realized was that, number one, there's got to be people out there you can trust. So if you've been trying to outsource certain tasks and you're like, I just don't know if they'll do it properly, or I don't know if they'll do it as well as me, you got to realize that there's people out there that can probably do it better than you, and there's people out there that can be trusted. So you might say to yourself, I've really been trying to outsource my Facebook media buying, but I don't want people stealing my campaigns. Well, here's the reality. There might be some people that would steal campaigns, but there are people out there that would actually not steal your campaigns. So you have to think logically about it. Like, yes, there are untrusted people out there, but on the flip side, there actually are people out there that can be trusted. There are people out there that could be your media buyer that actually wouldn't hijack all your campaigns. There's people out there that could send emails for you that will not siphon a percentage of the traffic to their own affiliate links. Like, there's definitely corrupt people, but then there's trustworthy people. So the trick that I learned with outsourcing is you have to find people that you believe at least are trustworthy, and it's really important to meet them in person. Like, before I hired recent accounting person, we did a lot of phone calls. We ended up meeting in person at Affiliate Summit West, and I feel significantly more comfortable with her now. And you can also set up systems so that things cannot go bad. So, for example, even though I have this accounting person, I'm going to be hiring a second person kind of unrelated to her to be checking her work and overseeing her work. So it's like, how is the accountant possibly going to be doing corrupt things like siphoning off money, stealing money from the PayPal or whatever, if we have an independent third party double checking the work that's not in cahoots with the first? It would just, and if the second third party is also trusted, what are the chances of both of the people that you believe are pretty trusted both going corrupt? And like, so you have to think logically about this. And because what I wish I did in a lot of aspects of business is I really wish that I outsourced way earlier. Like, no joke, I could have had someone handling accounting and PayPal and sending wire transfers and paying contractors. I could have had someone doing this like years prior. And I was so concerned about what could go wrong that it took me so long to make the decision to hire that accountant. But this is not only about hiring an accountant. This video is about outsourcing in every aspect of your business. So tip number one, you have to identify tasks that you don't need to be doing. So for example, are you running Facebook ads and are you finding yourself hiding negative comments? It's something like that. Like, are you running Facebook ads and every day you're going in and you're deleting and hiding when someone's doing a negative comment? To be honest, that is a job that someone could be doing from a different country at a very low hourly rate. And you can get that job done for very cheap. So you need to ask yourself, do you really need to be doing certain tasks? For example, do you even need to be running all of your own Facebook campaigns? Maybe you could be running 1 or 2 Facebook campaigns, and maybe you could have team members running like 5 or 6 campaigns in addition. Do you personally actually need to be running all of your campaigns? Whether it is Facebook, whether it's native ads, whether it's Bing, whether it's search, whether it's you're doing email, ask yourself, do you actually have to be doing it all? I mean, Tyler and I used to do a lot more email than we've been doing now. Nowadays, at the time that I'm recording this video, we're so much heavier on Facebook, just because the Facebook, we really like the volume on Facebook. It's been so explosive, so scalable, that it's just been pretty fun. It's been worth putting our attention on, because if you master Facebook, there's a lot of reach, there's a lot of audience. But Tyler and I used to be significantly heavier in email. And when we were doing that, I hired like 2 or 3 people to be sending my emails for me. And heck, I didn't need to be sending those emails. So even though I made the mistake of hiring some roles longer than I needed to, like the accounting, what I did do properly at least was I outsourced some other things much earlier on. Like I said, with the email, as soon as I started doing email marketing, I hired like 2 or 3 friends. I had friends and family type of people, and I hired 3 of them just to be sending my emails. I basically gave them a huge library of these winning emails that would do well, and I taught them how to link up the offers, do the ESPs, and I had a little team of like 2 or 3 people doing all my email. And it wasn't astronomical, but I think it earned like 20 grand to 40 grand a month of profit as like very passive income, just having these mailers, which were just friends and family members, really, but they were doing the mail for you. Because here's the thing, did I need to be doing the mail? No. I emailed myself for like a year, and then I just realized, wait a second, this is so repetitive. All I'm doing is like going into the ESP, brainstorming what offer would do well, and then I'm sending it. And it's like, if you could just train someone how to go into the ESP, kind of think creatively about what kind of offer would do well, and then have those winning creatives, they can do your email for you. People could be running your Facebook ads for you. People could be doing your blogging for you. People could be doing just so much stuff. They could be doing your native ads. To tell you the honest truth, you could actually get to the point where people could be running your whole business. And that's where my brother and I are working towards right now. So basically, there's different stages in your business. So at first, maybe you're doing everything yourself. And then maybe 6 months later, a year later, you hire your first virtual assistant. Then you hire some people to run your ads. Then you hire someone to oversee that. Then you hire someone to do business development and help you get new clients. Then maybe you hire someone to kind of manage your media buyer team. Like it goes on and on and on. But honestly, if your business can get large enough, you can actually get to the point where it's a well-oiled ship to where it doesn't need your involvement. And that's what Tyler and I are working towards currently, is because we still want to be involved, but we don't want to be involved in everything. Like, for example, if an advertiser wants us to run an offer, I don't really, like, I want to be involved in the process, but I don't want to be involved in, like, some of the more annoying isn't the right word, but like, maybe it is the right word, whatever you want. I don't want to be involved in like the annoying aspects. If an advertiser wants us to run the offer, I don't want to be involved in like building the landing page for 3 days. I don't want to be involved in like setting up the Facebook account. I don't want to be involved in just like making sure it tracks properly. I don't want to be involved in checking that it tracks properly after we've sent the first like $500 commissions. There's all these things, and all of them can be outsourced. So you need to think about your business and think about these different aspects. Like one of the best affiliates that we've trained. So as you know, we did a course a year back with Charles No, very successful course and a very successful product launch. It was probably one of the strongest course launches directly in the affiliate marketing space. There's obviously people like Ryan Dice and different people that are more in the digital marketing space, internet marketing space, but in the actual affiliate industry, this Charles No course was probably the biggest launch in the last couple of years in the affiliate space. And we had a lot of people take the course. I think there was literally at least maybe 400 to 500 people like went through the program in a short period of time. And there was a lot of success stories, but one of the biggest success stories was an individual who has a small little team. So this individual has a team of like 2 people, and he has this one guy, and this one guy just builds landing pages like all day. And he's succeeding so much because I really like how his team is structured, because it's very good for him in terms of what he's been doing. He has one guy that's been running ads, and then he has another guy that's been building landing pages. And because he has this guy that's been building landing pages, they've been able to just crush it on almost everything they've been promoting. Because most affiliates would just make like one landing page with some variations maybe. That would be the average affiliate off the bat. But this guy, because he has this one guy that is dedicated to making different landing page styles and landers, and Unbounce is the tool they've been using, they've literally been able to make like anywhere from like 3 to 6 landing pages for their offers. Like if they want to promote car loans or something, they would literally make like 7 landing pages, and all the landers look completely different. And because of this, I've seen this guy just crush it. I've literally seen him crush it on almost 100% of everything that he's promoted, because he has this team making these landers. So this is just an example. You got to be outsourcing. You have to be thinking to yourself, do I have to be doing all this? Do I have to be making all these landing pages? Or could I get a landing page guy on my team? Could I get a creative guy on my team to make the ads? Can I get someone to make ad copy? Think of all the different components that make up what you do, and then ask, where can you get someone to do those tasks, and can someone else do those tasks? And that's how you can start building a very leveraged, substantial business. So this is Peter. I'm going to check out, but I'll see you in another video here. Talk soon, guys.